Hello, this is the Little Catholic Creative Mama. A little bit about me.
Mom.
I used to love 6 kids, and so we're gonna be making a big feast. So for lunch today, we're gonna have one of my favorites. It's pretty easy to cook. The kids like it too. It is chicken drumsticks, and it's a pretty simple meal. You just go in the oven. You don't have to babysit it. I put it in at 350 degrees. I keep it in there for 30 minutes, and then after 30 minutes, I flip it over. I season the other side. I'll do that about 3 times, so it's a total of 1 hour and 30 minutes. Now, if you don't have a lot of time, it's not a great recipe. I also like to put, chicken teriyaki sauce on it, which I actually don't have right now. So I'm thinking about either doing barbecue chicken or maybe soy sauce. Let's see what I decide. And then if I have enough chicken, I just bought 1 bag, which is, I'm not sure how many pounds this is. It's 5 pounds. And so I can do maybe 1 barbecue and 1 soy sauce or something, or just plain chicken and butter and salt and pepper sort of thing. So let's see how this goes. I got a second baking sheet, glass baking sheet, in case I ran out of room. And so it's pretty simple. It's just butter and salt and pepper and my favorite chicken Montr al seasoning. So there might be enough for a second pan, so I can do a second flavor, but we'll see. Because every kid has different preferences. If it's too small, I'll just put them all in one and just do 1 flavor. Wow, these are actually really tiny. Look how little this piece is. This is about your normal size. It doesn't look that much different on camera, I suppose. I'm like squinting to try to see what I'm doing here. All right, so I'll just have to wash this pan that I started using and don't actually need to use because this chicken is really small. It's kind of cute though because the small pieces will be nice for the little kids. And so I'll move this over. So I'm just gonna squeeze this in here, come back, and there we go. I'll put this guy on the other side. And I'm a big hand washer, so I'll probably wash my hands a few times during this, especially since we're touching raw meats. Let's see if I can fit this in here. Let's see. I mean, I could use a bigger pan too. I think this will work. Now we're gonna do the fun part, which is add the butter. Ooh, I almost forgot to preheat my oven, so we're gonna preheat that to, remember, 350 degrees. Bake. All right, and as that's preheating, we're going to put on this butter here. And I didn't roll out the fridge, so I shall grab that. Okay, so I changed my mind, and while I was in cognito mode, you know, while the cameras weren't rolling, I said, I need a bigger pan. So I took out that bigger baking glass pan, and I put the chickens in there, as you can see. And I'm just gonna have to wash the 2 other pans now, but that's okay. It'll be fine. I don't think it'll take super long. All right, so I got my butter stick here. Sounds like the oven is preheated. Sometimes I'll just use the wrapper that the butter came in and just cut it off of there. But so I'll just slice little bits of this and I'll place it right on top of the chicken. So we'll just find random places for it if I feel like I've already filled all the places. Okay, great. Now we need salt. Just a little flick of the wrist. And pepper. Now remember, you are going to flip these over after 30 minutes and add seasoning on the other side. So we'll have a nice buttery dip for them with the flavors, the enhanced flavors. Here's my chicken Montr al. It's one of my favorites. I use it for fish too, actually. For tilapia, it's really good. And one thing I forgot to mention is we're going to put some foil over this, so that it can kind of stay moist and covered, because once you remove that foil, your chicken's going to dry out. So you want to keep it moist by having that foil on there. And I've got my foil here. Color it out. We're going to place this bad boy in the oven for 30 minutes. And we'll come back and check on it. And I most often place things on the center oven rack. All right, I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna flip these all over now, like we discussed. All right, so now I just gotta spread it everywhere. And then I'm gonna stick it back in the oven, maybe about 10 minutes. And we're gonna flip it over again just to give it the rub around. And it's gonna be uncovered this time. Well, it's all done. Looks great.